Welcome to Job Tips, the career development channel. In this video, how to address the interview question, how many hours per week do you normally work? That answer is coming up. Okay, so the interview is coming along extremely well. All the questions are being asked, you're answering them perfectly, or so you think. You have all the qualifications. You are fulfilling all the job requirements perfectly as far as the right candidate for the job. And somewhere along the line, they ask you a question something like this. How many hours a week do you typically work, or are you willing to work? You may think that the right answer is to say something like, I'll work as many hours as it takes to get the job done if it requires that I work into the night and burn the midnight oil. If you think that that is the right answer, you will be wrong. The reason I said that is today, many companies are looking for people who, yes, will be dedicated to the job to the extent that they will put in extra time if necessary, but that they also have a sense of balance, that work-life balance thing going on. The reason for that is they don't want people who will be so burnt out on the job or so dedicated to the job that the family falls apart, which makes them less valuable on the job. Now, some companies may want that. Some companies may not mind cracking the whip and having you working 6-7 days a week deep into the night, and certainly there are careers that are like that. And if you do the research, you'll find that those kinds of careers don't have successful marriages and families in the background to a large extent. And part of what makes employees happy at work is when they're happy at home, when there's a work-life balance going on. You're able to shut things off. Now, we oftentimes bring our work home with us. We work from home with many companies. Maybe your entire job is working from home, so you have an office at home and you never really leave work. You can be tempted to be pulled into the office to work on projects in the evening time for the job while your family is having nothing to do with you. And I've had those kinds of careers. Fortunately, I also had a very supportive family. But I knew many, many people who had those same kind of careers whose families fell apart. Maybe they didn't have the same binding, if you will, within the family structure that allowed that kind of work activity to take place. So what I think is a good way to respond to this is you may say, well, presently, I work between 40 and 60 hours per week, which is not uncommon, and that's not excessively overboard. It really isn't. Some people might think 60 hours is a lot. It really is not that uncommon. But then as you say, I work between 40 and 60 hours per week, say something like, and then I truly enjoy time away from the work so that I can focus on my family and recharge to be more focused on the job when I come back at the job situation the next day or on Monday. And in your response, say something like, I understand the importance of recharging one's batteries and not running 12, 15, 16, 17 hours per day on a regular basis, because that's the recipe for burnout, and I think in some cases for sloppy work. So when I get the proper nutrition, proper family time, proper work-life balance, I'm able to go 40 to 60 hours per week, perform at very high levels, and have my entire life well-rounded and running properly. That's the kind of response I think that will help you. There are other responses I'm sure that you can give that would probably be good. But I think when you answer like that, and then you say something along the lines of, now in addition to that, obviously I've met the qualifications here. I can do the job requirements there. Having the qualifications, able to perform at high levels with the job duties, isn't this the kind of person that you want for the job? One that will work the required time to get the job done and perform at high levels, but also have balance in his home so that he's happy at work on a regular basis, providing stellar quality work on a regular basis. That's the kind of person you want, isn't it? I'm that person. I hope you see where I went with this. That question is just simply, how many hours do you currently work? You've turned it into why you work the hours that you do, how you balance that with family, with personal time, with whatever. Maybe you're not married and don't have family, but you have other things in life. You may not, but let's assume that you do. And you're able to balance all of it together with giving them the amount of time that they need for you to do the job, while at the same time, you maintaining personal happiness over here, the two coming together, and you're staying on top of things at the job, performing at high levels. Right? It wasn't just, well, I work 40 to 60 hours per week. You brought it in, and then you said, and isn't that the kind of person that you're looking for, right? You're trying to close the sale. Remember, you have a job to do in this interview. Your only job here is to get the job, is to sell them on why you are the answer to what they're looking for, and get their buy-in along the way, right? Well, I hope this tip has helped you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please comment down below if this question has come up in interviews you've had in the past and how your response helped you get the job, or maybe didn't help you get the job if you answered maybe in a way you shouldn't have. Who knows, right? I'm also open to suggestions of other topics you'd like me to do videos on. Also, please subscribe to this channel. I'd be so honored. And hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Well, for job tips, I hope you get that job and you have that kind of dynamic career that you want to have.